Should Sucker Punch Productions return to Sly Cooper? Let's talk about it. The newest PlayStation Studios title, Ghost of Yōtei, released to critical and commercial success. Now that it's in our hands, what's next for the Washington-based studio? Brian Fleming, co-founder and studio head of Sucker Punch, recently had a chat with VGC. When asked about what comes next after Ghost of Yōtei Legends, a multiplayer add-on for the project, Fleming said, "The truth is that whatever we do next, whether it's continuing Ghost or going back to Sly, the decision is really more limited by, again, our cherishing of focus and time to iterate, which means that we really can only do one thing at a time." Sucker Punch are looking to stay as a single game studio, not splitting the team off into multiple projects, dead set on a single game, but the mention of Sly Cooper, a franchise Sucker Punch has not worked on since 2005, has sparked fan interest online. The studio always intended for Sly Cooper to live on with other developers after the third game. It took over 7 years after Sly 3 Honor Among Thieves for that to become a reality, but interest in the franchise has remained relevant for platforming fanatics. As Sucker Punch moved on to the likes of Infamous and later Ghost of Tsushima, talks about a Sly Cooper sequel have been around online. With the studio now free to pursue what project it wants to do next, should Sucker Punch Productions return to Sly Cooper? The studio has always paid homage to Sly in its later projects, whether it's the Sly Cooper armor in Ghost of Tsushima or Sly's cane in Infamous 2. The thieving raccoon remains recognized by its original creators. I have enjoyed nearly every game Sucker Punch has released since Honor Among Thieves because they continue to evolve and expand the open world genre. From the first Infamous title to the recently released Ghost of Yōtei, there's a clear evolution in the team's development chops. For Sucker Punch's next game, whether it's the return of Sly Cooper / Infamous or starting up a new series altogether, the Washington developers have proven themselves to be effective in its single game philosophy. As someone who grew up with Sly Cooper, it would be a dream to have them return to the thieving raccoon. Sucker Punch have spent the past 2 decades honing their craft, creating a handful of amazing games for the PlayStation brand. Like, what would a Sly Cooper game by Sucker Punch Productions look like today? How would the team reinvent the series? And what's the story going to be after Sanzaru Games' Thieves in Time in 2013? All this and more are questions to be asked when it comes to a Sly Cooper sequel. Glancing at the statistics and what games PlayStation prefers to develop, Sly Cooper is likely not going to be Sucker Punch's next game. The hyper-realistic open-world games are PlayStation's bread and butter. Anything else doesn't fit for the brand, with Astrobot as the only outlier. For example, Insomniac Games continues to make projects for the Ratchet & Clank franchise, but those games will never make as much money as a Spider-Man game or any other Marvel property. As much as I want more Ratchet & Clank games, it's not a priority for the studio anymore. Insomniac Games will return to Ratchet & Clank, but it will likely be its final installment. Sucker Punch making Sly Cooper a priority again is very slim. I would buy it on launch day, but it wouldn't perform sales-wise. It could do just as well as Astrobot, but it's still a long shot. If Sly Cooper isn't on the table, how about Infamous? It doesn't have to be a full-blown sequel, but a remake of the 2009 original would pique my interest. Returning to Empire City on the PlayStation 3 is not the most comfy experience. The game is full of janky parkour mechanics and hideous graphical fidelity. A complete facelift from the ground up would do wonders for Sucker Punch's first series post Sly Cooper. However, continuing the Ghost franchise would be a safe bet. In my opinion, I feel like the studio has done everything for that series with extremely solid gameplay mechanics with an above average story. Or if the studio wants to be risky and develop a brand new game altogether, that would definitely be the longest approach, but might satisfy the developers creatively. Whatever path Sucker Punch takes, I will be there 100%. I'm not saying they should return to Sly Cooper, but it would make a ton of fans happy. I've waited so many years for a new Sly Cooper game, remake, sequel, or otherwise, that I can wait until the right group of passionate people want to work on it. A Infamous remake is my second choice if we're looking at the past franchises within Sucker Punch's vault, but a new Ghost game would be cool, or something new altogether. What would you like to see from Sucker Punch Productions in the future? Is your pick Sly Cooper, Infamous, Ghost, or something new entirely? Let me know in the comment section below. And yeah, that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys have not already, you can subscribe. Put new videos up on Saturdays. You can follow me on social media at TV Sonic Gaming. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, pretty much everything. You also check out my podcast called the Travis and Damien Podcast, so about games, movies, and anime every other week. And yeah, that is all I have for today. Thank you guys for watching this video once again, and I'll see you guys next time with more videos.